Yo, people, welcome back to another Watch Along. Big up your damn selves in the building. Make sure you smash up all the icons. And that, it has been a while. It's been a while, hasn't it? It feels like it's been a while. It's been a while. 4 hour practice. Got a lot to discuss. But the lineups are on screen. The lineups are on screen. Don't worry if I'm quiet. I'll quickly turn up the volume there. We should be okay. Aston Villa versus Chelsea. I caught a glimpse of what happened last night. Wolves versus Liverpool. They lost to the team at the foot of the table. I mean, that just means that everybody around us is going to be just as inconsistent. Although, if I was to make a prediction, I'll be honest. I think these two teams, they're going to take it to the last day, man. It's going to go down to the last day. I think Villa naturally have always been a team that I've looked at for. They're going to have some sort of drop-off. They're going to dip. They're not going to be in a title race. They're not going to sustain the form, the winning run. They're going to drop, and they're going to be in their last day of the season, go into the Etihad. We saw how they kind of bottled it at Old Trafford. I can see that happening for them. And then we just need to be... I mean, preferably we would be clear by that point. But looking at our fixtures, how difficult they are, the amount of teams that we're playing at the top end of the table, I have a funny feeling that we're going to go down to the last day like we always do. Whether Liverpool will be there on the last day with us remains to be seen. I definitely don't think Man United will be there on the last day. They'll be gone by that point because they've just got one game a week. So I'm not going to lie. I think batten down the hatches, boys and girls. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what's going to happen. I think we're going to be going down to the last day. I personally still think we're going to get Champions League. We're still going to get top 5. But we're not going to do it in a way that's befitting of where we're trying to go. It's not going to be impressive. It's not going to be glamorous. It's going to be nasty. It's going to have you questioning whether or not we deserve to be in there necessarily. But, you know, it is what it is. If you get in there, then... If you're all just as bad as each other, then what can you do? That's just how it goes. But yeah, looking forward to the game, I guess, to a degree. Let's see if that sustains for long. Let's see how it goes. Away at Villa Park, it's 50-50 hit. Anything could happen. They've been poor. We've been poor recently with the results. Not necessarily always with the performance, but the results have been poor. But they've still got players that can give us problems. Their starting 11's on screen, as you can see. Martinez is starting. Cash, Konza, Mings, Matson, Louise, Anana, Bailey, Rogers, Buendia, and Watkins, all in the team. Oh, yeah, this is the same tracksuit that I wore on the last stream, yeah. Since then, it has gone through the wash, and there's no egg today, so that's actually funny. I didn't actually realize. So only when someone said it in the chat, I was like, yeah, this is only a clue. This is only a clue for potentially Friday's uploads for branching out. It's just clues. That's all it is. It's just cookies, guys. Jorgensen, Gusto, Fofana, Chalobah, Hato, James, which for some reason there's an extra letter or whatever on there, so we're gonna have to change that. Caicedo, Palmer, Enzo, Garnacho, and Pedro is the starting 11 for us. I don't know where Jorgensen's come from. I really don't know where Jorgensen's come from. Really, really random. I guess, yes, to a degree, maybe Sanchez mentally needs a rest because he's been playing every single game pretty much for how many months on end. Goalkeepers don't tend to need to be rested like that, but if you're talking about mental fatigue, maybe lapses of concentration and all these things, then you could make a case. But in a game of this magnitude, do I really want to see Jorgensen? No, I don't. Last time I saw him at Villa Park, I remember him making a massive mistake and it costing us results and points. So he's not someone that I look at and really trust to be in goal for a game of this kind of magnitude. So I don't really know why we've decided today is the day to do that. Maybe you could have done that against Wrexham, because Sanchez is still going for Player of the Year alongside maybe a João Pedro, maybe an Enzo Fernandez. I don't know. At this point, you guys, it's all getting very blurry, very grey in terms of Player of the Year, who really, truly deserves it. But if you're going to rest Sanchez mentally, surely just do that for the game against Wrexham on Saturday. Why pick Aston Villa of all teams? You know, I don't get it. I get the fact that he needs the break, but not today. I think today is a bit risky. And then obviously, James is maybe a shout as well. I have to go back and remember how many games James has played. I think in terms of performance, he's very rarely ever put a foot wrong. So you could definitely put him in the mix, but I have to go and check how many games he's played, because there was a period of time where he was out injured, I think, or he was missing illness, and I don't know if that kind of messed up whether or not he's played enough to then be player of the year. I don't know. But he, by the end of the season, if he just stays available and plays, then he should hopefully then be fine to get it. But yeah, and then Garnacho starts because we've got no other wingers. Palmer starts, which at least today he's going to be playing off the right, because I don't want to see him on the left wing. I don't really want to see him on the left wing. I don't mind him in the 10. I've said it before. He's very positionally versatile. He has played on the left wing for Manchester City when he was going through the ranks in the first team in the Carabao Cup, FA Cup, last group stage kind of games. But in terms of, do I want to see him for Chelsea, is that where he's going to be most effective off the left wing with our left back Hato to combine with? I don't necessarily think so, especially when there's no Esteval as well. So. But he needs to play well, forget all this position stuff. I've said this before. I said this last season when he was going for a patch before the injuries. You could talk about chance creation. You could put that on Jackson if he's not putting the ball in the back of the net. The other wingers are not finishing. But in terms of Cole Palmer's shooting, his shooting has regressed. There's no amount of, defending and excuses that can cover it up. His shooting, we are not getting a confident, ruthless, efficient shooter at the moment. When he's getting his opportunities to put the ball in the back of the net in open play, he's not shooting the way he was shooting in his Pochettino season. I saw incredible finishing. I saw lobbing goalkeepers, near post against West Ham, off the post and in. He's going far post. He's going near post. He's shooting from the left of the box. He's shooting on the right of the box. Yeah, the shooting, when I say it's regressed, I mean it's regressed in terms of the quality of the shooting has gone down. It's not to say it's not going to come back, but it's certainly not where it was. Decision making is worse. Yeah, I mean the last game the decision making wasn't great. The passing. So yeah, he needs to get back to the level, man. Hopefully he will soon, because we need him. Right now we just got João Pedro and that's about it up there. No one else contributing. You get the odd goal from Enzo Fernandez, of course, but it's not enough. The bench is the bench. It's not very appetizing, guys, I'll be honest, attacking wise. I've got no confidence in Delap. I've got no confidence in Guiu. But Lavia and Santos are very good players on the bench. Cucurella is there, back from injury, back on training this week, so he's just going to get maybe blooded in and against Wrexham. And yeah, the others are centre-backs. So there's not much on the bench. If we need a goal, we need the guys that are starting to do the business. Garnacho's got a lot to prove. The manager said some funny stuff. He said maybe he's getting booed because he's so good. That's not the reason, Gaffer. I don't know what the reason is, but I tell you, it's not that. It's not that. He's such a threat. He's getting booed for it. I said, brother, when has that ever been the case for anyone? That's never the reason. I'll be real. I'm sure when Ronaldo was scoring his overhead kick in Turin, they just started booing him because he's just so good. That's just such a good player. Just start booing. It's mad, the copium. So I don't know what he was thinking. He's usually great with his words. 99% of the time he says exactly what he means to say. But that one there didn't make no sense. And the Neto world-class one didn't make no sense. So but we get it. You want to put confidence into your players. You look after them. But it's got to make sense. It's got to make sense. You know what I mean? It's got to make sense. Esteval still probably injured. That's why he's not on the bench. So what can you do? It is what it is. We need to win today. Let's go through the Premier League table, because that is what we're all here for. Even though for me, I'm becoming a cup guy. This Premier League thing is a farce. It's an absolute farce. You got bottom of the league, relegated Wolves, who have taken way too long to start playing football, are now beating the champions. It's mad. And taking points off top of the league the week before. It's all crazy. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Like, when people are saying to me, oh, you take a point against Arsenal, I mean it when I say we can't guarantee 3 points in any game. It's not possible. You can't watch us draw to Leeds and Burnley at home and watch Wolves take points off Arsenal and Liverpool and say we're gonna get, like, people do this. We're gonna get 3 points here, we'll get a point there, we'll probably lose that, we'll get a win there, draw there. I'm like, has that ever happened where the little table that you formulated has ever come true? It's not gonna happen. It's not how football works. We know this. There's gonna be injuries, there's gonna be suspensions, there's gonna be teams fighting for relegation, there's gonna be teams on the beach that you thought were on the beach because they're mid-table, and then they just decided to have, the best day of their lives, looking like Brazil in 2002. You can't predict shit. If you could, you'd be a millionaire. You would have done the lottery by now. Just the mindset needs to be from these players, and I speak to Fofana directly with the quotes. Don't think about losing today, because it's not acceptable. Don't think about losing, because you could justify a point being good on paper today, but it's not good enough. We need to win football matches. When you drop points against teams in the lower part of the league, you shouldn't be dropping points to, because they're winnable games. You then need to respond with winning games you're not expected to win. So just win. If you just go into every game thinking we need to win, and we can win because we have players that are good enough to do something out there. This team is not full of dross. It's got positions that need improving. It's got players that need selling. But there's players also like Cole Palmer and João Pedro that can win you a game. So just win the game. As long as you just go in with the win mentality, then you'll be fine. But when you start saying, we take this and we take that, and, it doesn't matter if we lose to Villa. No, we need to win. We need to win. So I don't understand this logic, because clearly the Premier League's not going that direction. Do you know what I mean? Everybody's just beating everybody. So we need to just win this game. And this is a massive game. Like the table says, Aston Villa currently 6 points ahead of us. A win would bring it down to 3. They're the team I think that we can realistically catch the quickest, because I think they're the ones that are going to implode the fastest. But, let's see. Let's see. They got Man United away at Old Trafford after. And then obviously after that, they're more winnable. But, the last 2 games are Liverpool at home, City away. It's going to be tough for Villa, just purely because, for me, I think because of the Europa League, Emery loves to win a European trophy. I think he's really going to start maybe prioritising that. I think that will mean more to him, even though he wants Champions League qualification. I think if he wins the Europa League and he gets Champions League qualification through that, and he gets a trophy to go onto his CV, and Villa get a trophy, I just feel like that. If you're Villa, you should be prioritising the Europa League, in my opinion. You got a team good enough to win a trophy, and it's the Europa League. It's not a joke thing. It's a serious trophy. So I think they might prioritise that, and then they might start rotating, and then they'll be getting injuries. They've already got quite a few. So it's just going to be very difficult for them to manage both the Premier League and the Europa League at the same time, in my opinion. So let's see. But, you never know. How do you rotate a goalkeeper? That's a lot of the questions are coming in about the goalkeeper rotation. I don't really know what's going on there with the goalkeeper rotation. Like I said, I get that Sanchez might mentally be fatigued because he's played so many games. Jorgensen's been injured or absent for a while. But why not rest him against Wrexham? Why do that today? Because surely against Wrexham, you could have put Jorgensen in him and then given Sanchez a day off. Against Aston Villa, in a must-win Premier League game, very puzzling. And Sanchez is clearly fit because he's on the bench. So, yeah, I think that's a big blunder already. But let's hope that it doesn't cost us. Let's go through the Super Chats as well before I carry on. Assad says, glad Liam dropped him. He's an Arsenal fan. Fraud. I don't know who got dropped that you're talking about. It can't be Sanchez that you're glad was dropped. I don't know. Bring on the world-class... TT is bringing it home. Can't wait. Oh, bring on the World Cup. Yeah, bring on the World Cup indeed. To be honest, forget that. Bring on the Formula One. I'll be honest, I'm already ready for that. I ain't even got to wait that far for joy. I've got Formula One coming this weekend. I can't wait. It looks like Ferrari are faster than ever before. Lewis Hamilton, I need that record-breaking title. And I'm excited to see how the rookies do in their second season. I've just been starting watching Drive to Survive as well. So... Yeah, man, I'm living it. I'm living life. Once this Formula One comes back and I got a little bit of a distraction from all this nonsense, I'm living my best life again, man. We have a captain fans. What? I don't know what the fuck you're asking me, Assad, but Lord have mercy. Thank you for sending in 5 gift memberships. That's all I have to say, man. That's all I have to say. Oh, shout out to Yasin. Yeah, absolutely. What is it? Is his birthday or what's going on? Talk to me. Or is it just a random shout out? Which big up to you regardless. All right, cool. So let's just do some house cleaning. Let's just do some upkeep. First thing we're gonna need to do is the poll. Second thing we're gonna need to do is red card roulette, because unfortunately, guys, we are not capable of anything other than that. We need to be humble. We need to know the team. We need to know the lack of discipline. 9 red cards. We're going for a starting 11 before the end of the season. Let's see if we can get it. Whoa, let's see if we can get it. All right, let me check the temperature first. And the funny thing is, nobody's got 2 red cards. Everybody's just got 1. So there's a bit of a pattern emerging. And we're trying to build a starting 11. And we've got a manager already in the dugout, which is Maresca. So in theory, and I expect it at this point, I'm not going to lie to you, in the final 9 games, we're going to cop 2 more red cards, because that's the average at best. I mean, that's not even the average. That's being kind to us. We'll cop 2 more red cards, and we'll have a starting 11. So red card roulette is definitely on the table. Why can't I run 2 polls at once? Can we not do that? We need to do that. We need to be able to do that. Okay, it's saying I can do a Q&A. Maybe I should just do a Q&A. Because then we can have 2 things up at once. I don't think I've ever done a Q&A on here. Who's getting a red card today? Let's see how this works. I want to see how this Q&A thing works, to be honest. Let's see. It's a new feature. Well, yeah, just put in the name in the chat anyway. Just put the name of the person getting the red card in the chat. And let's see. I don't know how this thing works. It's interesting. Maybe you can reply directly. Maybe it's going to allow me to see the answers specifically. Is it going to give you some sort of mark? I don't know. Can I answer the question? Let me see if I can answer the question. Interesting. I'm gonna test this out. I want to see if there's any button that can be pressed or what's going on here. Let me see. So sorry. So yeah. So one red card each, okay? So we don't need to even start. We don't need to be adventurous with this, guys. Because the way it goes is everybody get 1 each. So there's not many options today. João Pedro's already had a red card this season. Neto's suspended, hence why he's not here. Fofana has just come back from suspension. Gusto's been sent off this season. Chalobah's been sent off this season. So Caicedo's been sent off this season. So the only options we've really got, now if we're building a team, we're lacking a left side centre mid and we're lacking a left winger. So these are the 2 positions that we're lacking for the red card 11. We've got João Pedro playing in a 10, Delap's playing up front, Neto's playing on the right, Caicedo's in midfield. I think Gusto's right back. We've got Chalobah centre back alongside Tosin, and left back I believe is Cucurella with the goalkeeper being Sanchez for Old Trafford. So we just need a left winger and a left side centre mid. So I'm going with either Garnacho or Enzo Fernandez to be sent off today, because that's the two profiles that we're missing in this team. Once we get those two players in this team, we can go anywhere with this red card 11. You know what I'm saying? So we're almost there. You could put James, because then he could play central midfield as well. You could put Cole Palmer. He could play off the left. Might be a little bit imbalanced. Maybe you'd move Neto onto the left, put Palmer on the right. But yeah, we're nearly there, man. We're nearly there. Like, people will think I'm genuinely taking the piss, but this is actually reality. This is reality. And when I read out those names, they're of age. They're not children. I didn't say Esteval. I didn't say Achampong. I didn't say Santos. I didn't say Hato. I didn't say no kids. All these brothers are fully grown adults collecting red cards. For what reason, we will never know. So this is the 11, chat. This is the 11. We're nearly there. But in all seriousness, hopefully nobody collects anything today. But you never know. Well, I'm not encouraging it, but, you know, we kind of do know, to be fair. These guys can do it. They can get it done. How's everybody feeling today? Polls up to see confidence, whether or not you think we're going to win, draw, lose. Get your votes in on that. Me, how do I feel? I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know anymore. I'm kind of just taking it game by game, guys. I'll be real. I'm just taking it game by game. There's players on that bench that are former players that could come back to bite us if they have any vengeance in their heart. Jadon Sancho's on the bench. Tammy Abraham's on the bench for Aston Villa as well. Barkley is on the bench. So there's 3 former Chelsea players on the bench for Aston Villa, if you like storylines and scripts. If you like storylines and scripts, guys, you know. Me, I don't like storylines. I don't like scripts. I'm more of the free roam off the cuff. Too much to memorize in that. So for me, I prefer that we just win the game, do our job, and move on. But it's not up to us, guys. It's not up to us, unfortunately. And Ian Matson's in the starting 11. That's another one. This is not good. And he can get himself a goal as well. He's a decent finisher when put in the right position. So that's another one. We've obviously been linked with Rodgers a few too many times. So yeah. And Louise, is that the same Louise that we tried to sign in? I think it is. I think it's the same Douglas Luiz that we tried to sign in January, also in the Villa starting 11. Jesus, this is not good. This is not good. Oh my God. There's so many stories. How many more players do you need to have some sort of affiliation with us today? That's enough, right? Surely that must be it now. I think we've covered all of them, so that's mad. But I don't think many people are confident. A lot of people are saying we're going to lose, even in the chat before we even went live, which is blasphemy. I do think we can win here. Remember, our away record in the Premier League is actually very good. So it's the home record that is the problem. Away from home, we have dropped, actually, from 2nd to 4th in the away table. We were 2nd last time I checked. Obviously, the game at the Emirates has ruined that. We're on 22 points. 4th place, that's what's putting us up there. 11th in the home table. So away from home, we're capable of coming in and doing a job, according to the statistics. But yeah, it's got to get done. It's got to get done. Really don't want to be in the Europa League if we can help it. A lot of people have debating back and forth about what that looks like for us financially. I have no idea. These guys find loopholes, you know. There's so many layers to what's going on with us financially, with the UEFA restrictions in the summer, 1 in, 1 out policy, all of the caps that we put on ourselves anyway with age and wage and transfer fees, in my opinion, even though that's not public reported information. I just feel like the transfer fee is kind of capped to a certain fee with amortization now, based upon what we've been doing. And I don't think it really matters if we qualify for Champions League or Europa League when it comes to signings. I think the players that we go for, they'll join us regardless of what we qualified for. So whether or not the revenue is important, You'd like to think it is, but look how long it took to get a sponsor on the front of the shirt. You know, if we were really scratching our heads for revenue and we were really in some serious shit for revenue, you'd think that the front of shirt sponsorship would be something that would get tied up a lot earlier than it gets done. So we must not be that fucked. You know what I mean? That's how I'm. That's just a commoner. You know, just putting 1 and 2 together. If you are really financially in shit, you should probably get a front of shirt sponsor really, really early in the season, and before the season starts, preferably, and get the money rolling in. Same goes with the even a sleeve sponsor. But we just took our sweet time, clearly negotiations, and all that kind of stuff. So it must mean that we have it under control to a degree. We must have the financial situation under control. But, you know, it's one of those things you're not going to know until it's wrong. Until it goes wrong, you're not going to know it's not right. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with not knowing where we are, how we stand, where we are in that, because there's nothing we can do about it. We're not running the club, so if all shit goes left, then we'll just have to deal with it when the time comes, and we'll talk about it then. But until it does, then it doesn't, you know? That's an easier way to have peace, is just to chill, I guess, and just let whatever happens happen on that front. Them billionaires should know how to organize finances. If they can't do that, then boy, we in some serious shit, you know? You'd like to think. That's one thing they got going for them. You think we'll win easily? Villa Park, under the lights. They're not doing very well themselves, as we all know. They've dropped points to Leeds, I think, at home in recent weeks. They obviously dropped points, lost away at Wolves, lost at home to Newcastle in the Cup. There's defeats against Brentford and drop points against Bournemouth. There's a ridiculous amount of drop points. But then when they go to the Europa League, they're slapping up Fenerbahce for fun. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's all a bit all over the place for them. I really don't know. Let's see. If you're doing, look, I'll try my best, but we're doing a watch along. If I end up seeing Chelsea concede from the dumbest possible defensive situation, I will swear. I'm sorry. I will swear. So I see you in the chat. I know you have your kids watching, but when I uploaded this stream, I did tick the not for kids option on YouTube. I'll be so damn real. That's exactly what I ticked. I ticked that button, and I ticked it for good reason. This is not ABC's Alphabets song time. This is not Bob the Builder. If we are doing up nonsense, I will swear that will be the case. So I suggest you either close their ears or you watch this delayed. And if you hear the swearing, then you warn them and you close their ears before we get to real time. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. When we're top of the league, there won't be no swearing, I can assure you. When we're top of the league, there will be no swearing. If we're even in a title fight, and I can be proud of this team, there won't be no swearing. But we're sixth. There will be some swearing. Oh dear. It depends on the team. I'll be so real. I'll be so real. In fact, when I do go through my analytics, I think the 13 to 17 age range is at very most 3 or 4%, you know. So yeah, not my audience. Not my audience. Oh dear me. What do we think we might see today? Well, James is in a pivot. I'm going to assume that this is just a blanket back four, and it's 2 fullbacks going forward, maybe taking turns in that respect, and you know, it's no inversions, it's no inverted kamikaze craziness, right? James is next to Caicedo in that double pivot. Maybe he's reacting to Santos's performance against Arsenal. I don't know. Again, maybe mental fatigue, maybe just looking after the kid. He wasn't great, in my opinion, against Arsenal. I think Caicedo is the best midfielder by a decent stretch out of all the midfielders. And Enzo Fernandez stays in the same kind of 8 attacking midfielder operating area that he's been in. So it's just the same as per usual. I think the two, Gusto, Palmer, we always talk about that overlap and potentially stretching, you know, the pitch that way and seeing if Palmer can get him back into his favoured inside right half space position. That's where you want to see him. But I do honestly look at the way he's been playing and certain the basics that he's not been doing, and I don't think it's down to position. I think, you know, at the end of the day, you are a footballer, and especially a footballer as intelligent on the pitch as I've seen him be. When you're not making certain decisions, it really doesn't, for me, matter which zone or which area you were in. I didn't look at David Silva, Juan Mata. I didn't look at these Santi Cazorla. I didn't look at these players and say, oh, you're not in the right zone. You're not in the right zones. You couldn't make that 5-yarder. You would have made that 5-yarder if you was in this zone, but because you was in this zone, come on, man. This is football. This is football at the end of the day. Especially a player of his quality, I'm not going to make those type of excuses. If I didn't rate you and I thought you were a bit of a one-trick pony, then I would probably say, oh, he needs to be over here, because if he's not over here, he can't do anything. And he's just going to make loads of mistakes. But I'm not going to do that with Cole Palmer. I think he's got to be held to a higher regard than that, because he's not that guy. He's not that guy for me to be making those types of excuses. Those 5-yard passes need to get played, and they need to be weighted. So let's just see a better performance. Hopefully we actually see a good game. I think the quality of the games recently, especially our one at the Emirates, was just really, really bad. It's just set pieces. And you know what? Let me just say this, right? Because people think we have a problem with set pieces. As a Chelsea fan, you can't have a problem with set pieces. We literally won the Champions League because Didier Drogba leaped the highest and stuck it past Neuer. But can you look at that corner? And first of all, you won't see any grappling to the level that we're seeing. You won't see any bear hugging to the level that we're seeing. And this is not a dig at Arsenal. Don't even mention Arsenal, because otherwise people are going to start kicking off. I'm just talking from a Premier League perspective on the general scale. We're not trying to see WWE, Monday Night Raw, SmackDown. We're not trying to see, you know, all of that. We're just trying to see people. There's beauty in scoring from corners. There's a lot of beauty in the art of a great ball whipped in. Like I said, at Champions League final, you won't see a better header in terms of the direction on the header, the pace on the cross, the accuracy of the header into the top corner past one of the greatest goalkeepers of all time. There was a lot of beauty in that goal. But when I'm seeing the ball just bobbling around and man them are getting dashed into the net and it's just ricocheting and hoofing off a man's head and ankle, no, there's no beauty in that. There's no beauty in that. So again, I'm not making any excuses. This is the park that we're playing in. People need to get a grip. However, it would be nice going forward when I'm watching games, in general, if we could actually see some football. Not rugby, football. Because whatever anyone wants to say, this is still an entertainment business. Just like any sport is. You need to enjoy it. It's far too many people coming out, whether it be ex-pros, fans that I'm chatting to, and they're saying, oh, this is not it. This is not it. Now, if you're winning, you take it. But everybody else, this is not it. This is not it. Unless you're winning the league, this is not it. We need to enjoy what we're watching. We need to enjoy what we're watching, because this is still entertainment at the end of the day. And the package right now is weak. I can't lie. In terms of quality, the package is weak. The Premier League package. So, yeah. And this, you know, this is not a club that I support, that we've always been known for playing the most beautiful football, and we don't like a bit of physicality and a bit of set pieces. Absolutely not. We love it. We love it. But to the teams that are following from the league leaders, who can make an excuse that if you're not going to penalise it, then who cares? And if they win the league, then they did it the way that they wanted to do. They needed to do it, and they got the job done. They're not going to care. Everybody below, this is not the winning formula for you. Find something else. Find something else, man. Try and be creative. Don't fall into this trap. Don't look at the transfer window and say we need to be like them. No, make your own story, please. Fix football, man. Don't do this to us. We can't have 20 teams doing this. This is not right. We had Stoke, we had, pockets of teams back in the day doing this, but don't make the whole league look like this, please. On God, we can't do this. I'm hoping Aston Villa and Chelsea today, if nothing else, let's just see a good game of football, man. My goodness. Can we please see a good game of football? I have such a lack of faith in our defenders. Anytime we're pressured, I don't feel confident. We got a lot of B-side centre-backs. I said it before, Everybody who's watched football for long enough knows what an A-side centre-back looks like and a B-side centre-backs. You can go all the way back to your Tony Adams, your A-side centre-backs. You can go all the way back to your Yap Stams. You can go all the way back to your Sol Campbells and your John Terrys and your Vidic, even though, at that point, we're talking two world-class centre-backs next to each other in your Terrys and Carvalhos and Ferdinands and Vidic. But you got your aggressor and you got your standoffish coverage type centre back, or your ball player and your demon. But you need balance, and we don't have that. Chalobah today is not the aggressor. Fofana is not an aggressor. Not by the standards I'm talking. When we're talking about aggressive, we're talking about Rudigers, we're talking about Gabriels, we're talking about Terrys. I'm talking about defenders that will literally put their head where boots are flying. As crazy as that sounds, it's happened, right? I'm talking about defenders that will leave their body on the pitch. Nemanja Vidic, we're talking... Fofana is not that. He's not an aggressive centre-back. He's not. Chalobah is not an aggressive centre-back. These are not aggressive centre-backs. Fofana is a sweeper with the pace that he has, a recovery centre-back, and I don't know what Chalobah is. Chalobah's just a nice guy. He's a nice centre-back. He can do a bit of everything, but not really elite at anything. He's just a squad player. He's not an A-side centre-back. So what can I say? The balance isn't there. So when you don't have balance, you can certainly be, overruled, and you can be outdone, and you can be taken advantage of, and that's what happens to us, I don't look at our centre-backs and trust them airily against the very best in the business. If they come up against a Van Dijk, they're absolutely cooked on a set piece, or a Gabriel. They will lose. They will lose the battle. And that's not good enough. That's not good enough, guys. Let's see where we at. We are 15 minutes from kickoff. 7:30. I don't mind. I don't mind a little 7:30 kickoff, actually, because it means that... Well, we're going to wrap up at what time? The review won't be out at midnight, guys. We'll be all right today. Who else is playing? Brighton, Arsenal. Fulham, West Ham. City, Forest. It's a big day. And Newcastle United's the 8:15, which is nasty work. Wouldn't want that. We'll keep an eye on the other scores because there is some interesting stuff going on there, potentially. But today is all about us in here, I'll be real. We need to do our job. Let's see. And if we win, we go back to 5th on goal difference in the league table. Felipe Luis is available. Yes, Felipe Luis is available. He is. Did he just get sacked, right? And he was trying to renew his contract, and something about... days of silence, and then Chelsea Blue Co negotiations got misconstrued as Chelsea when it was actually Strasbourg, and then they didn't take kindly to that. Look, he's won a lot of trophies, to be fair to him. He looks like a talented young coach. I personally haven't seen his team enough to comment on whether or not he's the guy. And maybe the guy doesn't even exist anymore, because the amount of top managers, we're talking Enrique, we're talking, in terms of potential availability, is really very scarce now. Not that we'd be able to bring them in anyway. So, any manager that's coming here is going to have a lot of risk. Fabregas, Luis, and Felipe Luis, these seem to be like everybody's dream scenarios if we get these guys. Not that we're even talking about an exit for Liam Rossinho, because he's here now, so it is what it is. But all these guys are young, all these guys are inexperienced, all these guys are not been at the top level, not done anything at the top level to give you guarantees. They have that former player vibe, maybe that commands some respect in the dressing room, depending on the caliber of the player. Liam Rossini, a whole City or Brighton versus a Fabregas, former Chelsea. There's levels there. But I don't care about the manager situation as much as a lot of people do, because I keep talking about the recruitment. That's what I keep talking about, the recruitment and the standards at the top, and that will filter down to the manager and the players. And if we keep signing some of the players that we've been signing and fail to improve the team in multiple windows, then we're not going to go anywhere. We're not going to make vast improvements. So it's just going to be very small, incremental. If that, which is not looking likely this season in the league. So, yeah, not too bothered about the managers at the moment, I'll be real. Unless it's an Enrique. Then obviously if you get an Enrique, then that changes everything, but we're not going to get an Enrique. I don't know, people losing faith in Liam Rossini already. Me personally, like I said this on a few streams ago, like, people are going to get really high and then they're going to get really low. And I'm just going to continue to maintain a very, very medium viewpoint until the end of the season, because truth be told, he's only here 6 months and then the summer window where we need to replenish, improve the team on the people that are really, in my opinion, should be under pressure, which is the hierarchy. The manager, he's a newbie, he's a novice, he's a young buck. I'm not gonna live or die by what he's doing. I hope that he does the best he can do and he does, great things. But I'm not looking at him too much. I don't think so far there's any reason to look at him too much either. I think the Arsenal away game is probably the height of the criticism, playing Delap at right wing. Today, putting the goalkeeper, the substitute, the switch there. But I said this when Maresca was here. There's no manager on this planet that's going to do things exactly how you want them to be done every single match. They've got their own thought process, their own logic, their own decision-making, their own extra information in terms of who's in the red zone, who's injured, who's not. I'm not deluded enough to look at the manager and be like, yeah, like, I already knew you were inexperienced. I already knew you were developing, learning, young. And then I'm also going to demand Jose Mourinho, Antonio Conte, Carlo Ancelotti levels. And then I'm also not getting the recruitment. The recruitment is nowhere near the level that it needs to be. So you're not even working with the ingredients that you should be to bake said cake. Like, just not going to do it. You need elite level somewhere. Either elite level players, elite level scouting, which is not the case, elite level manager to bring up the medium players. You need some elite level something somewhere, but there's no elite level nowhere. So what can you do? You need elite level somewhere, guys. You can't get away with no elite level anywhere and then start asking for elite level shit, unfortunately. Let's see. But yeah, I think the 2 games at home that we dropped points had nothing to do with the manager. Do you know what I mean? Nothing to do with the manager. They missed chances, and then there was individual errors as well, and stripping us on set pieces and whatnot, which has been going on for a while. But he did say he's going to take charge of the set pieces. So let's see if there's any difference as well. Like I keep saying, I would have liked to see us maybe clear the box against Arsenal, because I just feel like you're not going to compete physically because we don't have the profile. Like, you go through the team 1 to 11, how many players would you actually say are in the 60, 70% plus in terms of physically strength, aerial dominance in this league? If you were to put all players on a graph, where would our players line in that? And I don't think anybody here is a 60, 70% aerial duel winner. They might just... Maybe James, maybe Kais, like, what we're doing here. we're doing hopefully's, copiums, maybes. There's no dominating in this lineup here. You don't see no physical prowess. You don't see no demons. It's just Reece James that is a brutal force in terms of strength. But even from an aerial perspective, he can be beaten like a Gabriel because the height isn't there. That's a squad building thing. You can't make people taller. You can't make people stronger. That is what we're working with. It's right there. And then when they put their guys and we go with our guys and they go up against each other, it's literally physics. It's physiques that is going to win. So for me, like the just empty the box would help, because maybe then there's more clarity for the goalkeeper to come and claim, and you can just get through all the nonsense, cut through all the crap, just come and get the ball. But yeah, in terms of like the grappling and the strength, we're going to lose a lot of that right now. The way the Premier League is not penalising all of this extra physicality, we're not gonna do well with that extra physicality. We've not built the team to do that. So yeah, we're just gonna have to deal with it until they look into the rules a little bit. Let's see. It's not even about having what's it called? What's it called? It's not about passion merchants. It's just about, you have to have balance. In any team, you have to have balance, and you can't tell me the balance is there. It's not, because it's just not. You don't want 11 passion merchants, but you don't want to have 0, in my opinion. You want to have some lead by example. You want to have some vocal leaders. You want to have some runners, but you also want to have some touch-heavy players. You want to have balance. You want to have some young players. You want to have some more experienced top players, not just experience for the sake of experience, but some experienced top players. Can't tell me that Thiago Silva's top-level experience was not invaluable to this squad when he was here, or Olivier Giroud's experience, even though he wasn't a world-class player, was not invaluable to Tammy Abraham's development in that season. Aspilicueta to Reece James, etc., etc. If you don't think these things are important, or they don't make a difference, and you think you can just have a Reece James straight out of Wigan alongside a Zappa Costa, and the Aspilicueta factor didn't mean anything, that's your business. You can think that. Me, personally, I ain't going to think that. That's not going to be my opinion. You know what I mean? That's not going to be my opinion. Let's see. All right, we're coming towards the start. I'm going to get rid of this graphic. I'm sure everybody's got the lineup by now. 8 minutes from kickoff. A couple more super chats as well. Matisse is back. Yeah, it's been a while, man. It's been a while. Time flies. When you do a mob, and then we didn't play midweek because obviously we had a week off for once. And the next thing you know, it's been 10 days. Mad. Man said you ditching the Arsenal. What's all this title parade talk? Is it, last time I checked, nothing's done. You know what I mean? Just let the thing play out. We're talking about all this parade talk. Need to win the damn thing, bro. You know what I mean? As an Arsenal fan, I need that James Red. Oh dear. Yeah, we're not getting Osman, bro. CJ. You gotta look at someone's wages and their age and start from there. So if they're over 25 and they're definitely 26 and pushing 27, forget about it. And if they're on over 150,000 a week, you can forget about it as well. Because if they're on 160, they're probably going to want 200, and we didn't want to give 200 to Elise. So you just... Names need to be within our restraints. I know it's hard. I know it's difficult to look at it like that. I know you want to dream, but it's really pointless dreaming. I'll be honest. You need to look at where we're capping ourselves and then get your targets there from that group. Go on Football Manager if the game's not bugged. I don't know if the latest Football Manager is even still running and operating on the level it needs to. I saw bare people kicking off about it. But go into Football Manager. Going into the transfer search options, filter out what I've just said. Filter. If you don't know, because ain't nobody got time to be scouting or every player in the world, go into the filter the age, filter the wage, filter. Yeah? There's something else. Filter that. And when you filter that, and then just press sort. And then just start going through those options there. And then when you do that, then we can go through those targets. But Osmans and whatnot, no. It's not going to happen. Because all you're doing, sorry, it's a shaker. All you're doing otherwise is you're just stressing yourself out. I did it last summer. I'll be real. I had Osimhen, Rodrigo. So and you know why? Because that was the last summer where I could try and pretend like there was hope. Because we won the Club World Cup. We qualified for Champions League for the first time under this ownership. So I was hoping, and that's all it was hope. There was no facts to back it up. I was hoping that maybe the Champions League qualification and those briefs would just give us the extra ammunition and liquid money to go, okay, we will give you no, they didn't do it. So now there's no way. Now that was it. That was the last time where I was gonna give us the grace. No, we're done with that now. Dreams shattered. We're done, you know? Man United got a big game today at Newcastle. Because like I said, everybody writes Newcastle off when it comes to these games, because obviously they're not in good form, they're not playing well. But Newcastle do tend to turn it up a notch when they're playing the big teams at St James's Park. And they might narrowly lose, but they do put up a proper fight. So that's going to be a tough game, man. That's going to be a really, really tough game. So let's see. Saeed needs to lock in. You got to lock in. Okay. Let me just check, actually, because I forgot. Is there any quotes? Is there any... Is there any quotes? Has the manager said anything before this game that we need to discuss? What the fuck is this quote? Fuck! Liam Rossinia says he has no outright number one goalkeeper, and Jorgensen has impressed him a lot in training. Not this shit again, man. Not this shit again, bro. This shit is on... It's like this record is on loop. Can we get another song, please? Can we get another tune? This guy is literally one of our players of the season, and you're trying to tell me you have a rotation policy in goal? And this is coming from a former Sanchez hater. Cat Slater with the leopard print. I used to be on point with this criticism, but I have to give credit where it's due. He has been transformative this season. You can't just look at that Arsenal game and tell me now that you have a rotation policy. What's going on? Our defence is already muddled enough as it is, and we're doing up rotation? What? That doesn't sound like anything that a manager with winning on his mind would say. There's something. This is why people say that the selections are influenced, and I can't even stop the hearsay, the rumors and the. I can't stop it, because who the hell thinks like that? Who the hell thinks like that? I never heard Petr Cech and Kudicini. We didn't know who our number one was. What are we doing right now? Courtois and Begovic, we never knew who our number one was. It's just up in the air. Whatever happens, happens. All right. If you say so. I mean, you're going to learn soon, you know. You'll probably learn soon, man, brother. You learn. You learn, man. You learn like the rest of us. What is going on in this football thing, man? I don't have a number one. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Man sounding like Zach, the brother from McLaren. I don't have a number one driver. I'm just going to let them race. What's going on? What's going on? Anyway, we're going to kick off anyway. This is like when he said you can trust 22 players, and I could trust everyone. Got 22 top players and all this. Neto's world-class palaver. Brother's just going to have to learn, man. Just going to have to learn. Broski just going to have to find out. You know, fuck about and find out. That's what they say, hey? We already know. We been around here for a while, guys. We know the team. We know the team. All right. Let's see. Let's get this timer ready. Gonna kick off very, very soon. May have already kicked off, but allow me to gather my bearings. Up the Chelsea. We need this win. I'm begging. I'm begging for this 3 points. I think I said we win 2-1. I think that was my prediction. I can't remember. I can't remember. I think I said 2-1 win. So here's hoping. Here's hoping. Yeah, I think I said 2-1 on the Big Six. A lot of the predictions I gave, I don't really truly believe. But Grizz was taking all the predictions that... And the funny thing is, I actually had a feeling that Wolves wouldn't lose to Liverpool. I probably would have said a draw. But I said Liverpool win because I just... When you get down to that part of the table, you don't want to drift away from the rest. So you start playing it safe. And it's just not good. Not playing with any freedom at that part of the table, man. Playing with the handbrake on with the predictions. Hurry up, would you, please? All right, we've kicked off. If I'm a little bit off, I'll sort that out in a moment, Tedder. Yeah, I would have said draw. So I still would have got it wrong. I'm not saying I predicted Liverpool to lose to Wolves. I would have said draw. Probably, I think I had in my head 1-1. Here's João Pedro. Go on. Oh, nice. Oh, unlucky. Come on, boys. Let's get it. Big up Plymouth fan in the chat. Big up to you, brother. Is there a possibility you can get promoted or are you mid-table in the League One? Here's Gusto. You might be collaborating with Tapping Tobes. God willing. Up the Chelsea. What we got today? We got good performance, hopefully. I might be asking for a bit much. I'll actually just take the 3 points. Let me not get greedy talking about performances. I'll take a smash and grab. Honestly, I'll take a smash and grab. It's Villa away. I know they're not playing well, but at the same time, neither are we. So I'll take the smash and grab. Oh, Onana. It's good. Oh. Woo! Rodgers. Bailey. Right side, Bailey. Up against Hato. Cut back. Oh, fuck! Shit! Oh, my God. It's Douglas Luiz of all people. We said it before the game. There's enough players on this Villa team on the bench and in the starting 11 that have been rumoured, linked, previously employed. Fucking hell, man. First attack and we're conceding. First attack and we're conceding. First pass intercepted, second pass out to Bailey. Bailey versus Hato. Outside, cut back. Nobody's taken responsibility to meet that football as fast as possible. Cut back, and this thing is trickling. This thing is trickling to Douglas Luiz. 3 miles per hour. Bro, what a flick. Through the legs. Is that a flick? What a flick. If it is a flick. Fuck my life. And man them told me don't swear, he's got kids watching. Motherfucker said don't swear, I have my kids watching. I'm afraid you're at the wrong fucking show. You're at the wrong show if you're asking me to watch this team defend in open play and from dead ball situations, and you've got young'uns watching. That's your failure as a parent. You failed as a parent if you're sitting here watching MAH, asking him not to swear whilst watching Chelsea. You're making massive blunders. You're making errors. Individual errors. Take responsibility. As my defenders should have taken responsibility. You as a parent, take responsibility. This is outrageous. This is 4 minutes into the game and we're already trailing. We've already got to come from behind. You know, if Villa win, it's 9 points. 9 points. 9-point gap to the team that I think is most realistic to catch. Ay, ay, ay. What a start to this game. Oh my God. Oh, this is ungodly, if that's even a word. All I wanted was just 10 minutes of normality. That's all I wanted. Just get a grip in the game, find your feet, put your foot on the ball, get through the first wave. First attack, goal. Palmer. This is nasty, man. Here's Garnacho. Play it. Oh, you should have played it. Okay, good ball. Finish. Oh, what a save. Oh, what a save. Oh, man. You know what? You'd actually back João Pedro to score because he's been good. Even in the air, he's been putting them in. But it's almost like that, and I'm not even trying to get onto Garnacho with the cross because it was a good ball in, but it was just floated. So there's not enough power on it. There's pace on the cross, so you got to really generate the pace with your own header. You can't just direct it. It wasn't one of those ones that you could just direct. They had to generate the pace because he's looped it. Your neck muscles have got to be on point. You got to really. It's a real looper. Oh, man. Gusto. Ay, ay, ay. We need to score as soon as possible, man. This is literally worst case scenario. Oh, brother. Brother. Just score as soon as possible, please. Just score as soon as possible. Ball in. Oh. This is a big game. I said it on TalkSport on Monday's show. This is like a final. In terms of if you treat Champions League qualification as a critical thing, which you should, but at the same time it's beneath the trophies for me. This is a cup. This is a cup final for that qualification. You can't lose, and you can't even draw for me, but you definitely can't lose. You have to win. You know. Reece. Oh, I don't think we're gonna get that. And the reason why is because I don't think Matsson's motion. I don't think Matsson's footwork is leaning towards his right enough to say you purposefully tried to foul Reece. I think his footwork is naturally. I don't know how to describe it. His footwork is not unnatural. It's not. I feel like Reece has almost gone into him more than he's gone into Reece. if I'm being honest. Yeah, that's the perfect phrase. The commentator said it. He's dragging his legs. He's dragging his legs. It's not like Maatsen stuck his leg out in Reece James's kind of corridor and fouled him. So I'm not going to lie, guys. I don't think we can say that's a pen, man. I'll be honest. It's too, it's too unorthodox from James running in that way. Oh. Come on, guys. This is mad. Our penalty box is just so open sesame, man. There's no... It's mad. Come on. Because we've conceded that goal so early, you know, we can win this game. As mad as it sounds to some, we can actually come back and win this game because we've not conceded at a point where we've got no time left. But boy, we need to be on our A game now, man. We need to be on our A game. Chalobah's on the ball now. Enzo. Garnacho. Fofana. Looks like a back three build-up. Gusto. Fuck. Fuck you, ref. Free kick for Aston Villa. Looks like a back three build-up for Fofana, Chalobah, Hato, Gusto, Garnacho looking like they're in a similar kind of line. Hugging the touchline. Free kick for Villa. Wide. Maatsen. Jorgensen claims. Here's Hato. Chalobah. There's no passing options now. What are you going to do? Weak. Aston Villa. Get it back. I might be eating more horse meat next season if we don't fix up, man. More fermented horse milk. Yeah, Gusto. Let's see. It's 10 minutes in, so I'm not going to judge anyone in terms of hooking anyone, but he's very hot and cold. That's all I'll say with him. He's very hot and cold. He either looks like a really astute acquisition or he looks like arse and no in between. Watkins. Onana. Garnacho. That's our ball. That's our ball. I can't really give any thoughts on any of our players at the moment. We've not played enough of the match. We've not even really had any of the ball for any spell to even say anything. Like, that's just a madness that we're 1-0 down already. It feels like the game's barely even started. I've not even seen a sequence of play on our side. And we're already losing. Barely just getting my feet under the desk. Here's Hato. Good ball. Yeah, Gusto's... I'm starting to form an opinion on his start of the game. First 15 minutes now, my opinions are starting to form. There's a lot of clarity forming after he's killed another move. I tried to give him the grace of maybe just being a bit rusty in the first few minutes of the game, but he's certainly having a blinder. Go on, Palmer. Play it. He didn't see him. Garnacho. Go back to Palmer. Good shot. It's too high and too central, man. Too high and too central from Palmer. Surprised, I don't know, maybe the pace of the shot. But part of me thought that Martinez might actually try and catch that because it was so central. But he's just chosen to go safe and palm it away. Corner, headed. Look like Fofana might get ahead of there. He's not going to give a penalty for that. He's not going to give a penalty for that. Head clash, so probably going to be a while. Oh man, this is something else. Yeah, it's been lively, all right, commentators. It's been lively, yeah. Very lively. Like I said, I'm looking forward to the Formula One being back as well on Sunday in Melbourne. I don't know what time the race is. I think it's going to be a really early start, probably like a 6 a.m. race start. But I'm going to be there, man. I can't wait. I need to finish Drive to Survive. I need to finish watching Night Agent as well, season 3. Got to finish watching that. So I'm good. I've got a lot on my plate. I thought His and Hers was a great series. If you haven't seen that, definitely check it out. Turkish's recommended Dark, I think it was. I've got to check that out. Got a great podcast coming out on Friday. More recordings coming soon. just talking about life. Just loads of distractions from whatever the hell's going on right now. Right, games resumed. Villa in possession. Reece James barged. Allow it, man. This is a normal day. You know when you go shoulder to shoulder with Reece James, what can happen? These players be talking in interviews saying he's the strongest player. So just let what happen, man. Let's just keep it moving. Clear. Whoa, Jesus. Must every pass be played like this? If there's no option, like we don't have anybody to go to aerially apart from João Pedro, do we? We're just, my goodness. We're trying to play out from the back and it's like there's no pass available. Can we not try and go long? Can we not go over the top? It's what I'm talking about in terms of variety. Even when I see Man City earlier in the season going long. Long to Haaland with Edison even over the years. Like, can we have a bit of variety? It's not every day we must try and break every single line. There's no line to break. There's nobody there. Everything's finished. There's nobody available. So what else have you got? And Fofana's not a great passer. No, he's better as a carrier, but our ball playing back there is average as hell right now with these two. It's not the Levi Colwill levels. Chalobah. Hato. Fofana again. Garnacho. Jesus. Oh, what a ball. Finish, Palmer. Finish! 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 Fuck! What an opportunity, man. It's an absolute blinder. It's a blinder of a pass from Caicedo. Defense splitting. Perfect weight on it. It's straight onto Palmer's toe. Too many touches, too many dilly-dally, and then into Garnacho deflected. Where's the ruthlessness gone? Where's the efficiency? Where's the potency? What's going on? Dilly, dally. 2 years ago, the net is rippling. Bailey. Fucking hell. Hato's, yeah, he's having a day. He's having a day. Bailey's going to be a problem. He's up for it. Tougher test, and it's going to be a tougher test than the Saka test for Hato today. Bailey test. And I ain't talking about the drink, you know what I'm saying? Might need a drink in a minute if I have to watch this. Blood, fire. These lot will send me to an early grave. This first phase build-up is bonkers. We've got through it, though. Enzo. Oh, good. Hato. Right, let's go. Garnacho, you're 1v1 with Cash. What are you going to do? Okay. Good. Enzo. Lord Jesus. Hey, 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 hey! What the hell is going on here? How did he just end up 1v1 with the goalkeeper from a long ball? And why is Fofana on the ground again? I need to see a replay on what happened here. What the fuck is going on with my defenders? What in the fragility is happening? What in the fragility is going on with my central defenders? These are meant to be my warriors. These are meant to be the people that will die for the badge. They will put their bodies on the line. They will go to the trenches for us. And I'm seeing them just falling over every 5 minutes. Lord Jesus. Little twiglet type behavior. Blood. What's happened? What's he done to you? Or did you just not want to run with him? Which one was it? Because the replays ain't doing me they're not doing me no justice. Like, I'm not seeing no zoomed in, hyper-focused. If you come back on, brother, you need to be ready for war, bro. Because right now, it's looking long for you. Garnacho. Oh my God, he slipped. He's recovered. Oh my God, the ball in is poor. The ball in is poor. Go to ground one more time. Go to ground one more time. I'm reporting you to the DVLA. I'm reporting you. I'm a snitch. I'm a snitch. I don't care where the accountability or the consequences come from at this club anymore. I will report you to the DVLA. I'm telling you now. I'm so serious when I say it. I will ring them up myself. Because somebody's got to start. There's got to be repercussions. There has to be. There has to be repercussions at this point. Martinez is not a ball-playing goalkeeper, so can we press him, please? Can we press this guy into a mistake? Because the counter-press this season is not levels at all from where it was. And this is one thing that nobody can deny, that Jackson was very good at, the counter-press. We're not winning the ball high up the pitch when teams are playing, trying to play out from the back as much as we used to. Santos was doing a bit of it on the counter-press when he's starting to get bled into the team a bit more under Rocinha, but it's not enough. It's too lethargic up there. If you're going to be a ball-dominant team, you have to be good on the counter-press as well. You've got to be good at pressing. That's how you get the ball back. Instead of every time we got the ball, we're in their half, and then whenever they get the ball, we have to go all the way back to our fucking defence. $27 minutes, 28 minutes gone. Hato. Right, turn. Caicedo, there's a ball there. You don't want to play it. Okay, Garnacho. Go on. Ay, 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 ay. Unlucky. Garnacho's actually been decent. He hasn't pissed me off today. So this is good progress today so far. It's very good. Here's Enzo. Garnacho. I hope I didn't jinx it. Go on. Go on. Oh my God. Out of play. He is a bit basic, but, you know, I'm not asking for the world right now. Woo! What in the miscommunication was that between Martinez and Maatsen? I thought that was going to end up being an own goal. It's not a great ball in from Caicedo because, there's nobody there. I don't know where everybody else is, but that looked like we may actually just have a little slice of luck. Got a corner now. Fofana's still rubbing his eye. Don't know what happened to his eye. Man, must have poked his eyeball out of his head. Corner's going to get taken. We don't have many players in the box. There's João Pedro, Fofana, Chalobah, and Enzo Fernandez. Where's everybody else? We're not doing... Oh, it's because they've left attackers up. Well, what do you know? They've left attackers up. How many? 3? 3 attackers? 4! 4! Look! My tactics are coming to life. Give me my UEFA license. My tacticos are coming to life. They've left 4 attackers up there, chat. 4! No wonder why there's nobody in the box. And look at the clarity. Look at the space. No claustrophobia, nothing. Look, and they've had a great counter, which has led to this. Saved by Jorgensen. Look at that. 4 attackers they left up. 4. So the box was empty. And then when they do win when they do get the ball back from the corner, you got 4 attackers up there. So your counter-attack is living its best life. You got more people to combine with than ever before. 4 players left up there. Was it 5? Man, them said it was 5. Sorry, 5. And that's where their chance comes from. And now look, you know what I mean? This is, bro, it's got to be a solution for not just us. It's got to be the rest of the Premier League needs to be looking at this, man. Empty out the box. Because these goals are not pretty goals, like I'm saying. It's more confusion, chaos, deflections. That's what's really ended up getting the ball in the back of the net half the time. It's not glamorous. I don't look on it and think, oh, there's bare players that are just really sick in the air right now. There's bare players that are just airily so sick. They're not... Gabriel is pretty much, you know, him and Van Dijk, but there's not an excess of players that are just unreal in the air right now. That's not the case. It's just pure deflections and stupidness that's going on. I don't understand what all these clubs are doing right now. Not doing this more often. What's the worst case happen? You're going to concede because you ain't got... Because I don't know, like, you're already conceding. You may as well try something new. It's good to see Villa actually put the template out there. To see how it looks. We did it a couple times, but and for some reason we just stopped doing it. Goal for Man City, apparently. I don't know what's going on. Let me see. Arsenal scored a long time ago, to be fair. Saka. City 1-0 up, Semenyo. Yeah, Semenyo strengthened the City team in January. Yeah. Mark Gurley as well. Bro, I would have taken Semenyo, Lookman. My tweets are there. I can't even lie. My tweets are actually there. Not my first choices. Obviously, Rodrigo was, but, bro, Semenyo, Lookman, anybody above the age of 25 that's entering their prime, that has, like, a nice variety of traits and physically as well as technically look like they can compete and then score goals and they got finishing. Boy, bring, man. Bring. We ain't got enough shooters. And they weren't even wildly expensive when they were available. Wages-wise, they were within reach. They're not world-class. So it's not even like I'm asking for a madness, but just would have been good players. Prem proven. Oh, shit. Left wing. Boy. It's a good save from Jorgensen. It's a good save from Jorgensen. Enzo. Hey, there's a ball. You got to play it. Ah, unlucky. Unlucky. Palmer. Good. Get it. Nice. I need the equalizer before half time. That's a good ball, Enzo. Ball in. Yes! Come on! João Pedro again! Come on! Let's go! Let's go! Come on! 1-1. I swear, don't tell me that's offside. Don't tell me that's offside. Chat, stop your shenanigans. Stop your silliness. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I'll go all American streamer on you, chat. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, chat. Stop playing with me, chat. I'm not the one. There's no offside. Great ball from Enzo. Really good ball from Gusto. And João Pedro's in the right place at the right time. How many times have we seen that ball go across that box and the striker's not on the end of it because he's too busy pissing about on the edge of the box? 1-1. Thank God for João Pedro. This is the type of end of season form I love to see from him. Lovely, man. Thank goodness. I said I need a goal before half time, and by golly gosh, we got it. By golly gosh, we got it. Let's go win this game. Let's go win this game. Boy. I think that's a fair reflection of the first half now, 1-1. They've had a couple of shots, moments. We've had a couple of moments. Yeah, I think that's all right. Let me check the statistics. I feel like they've had more shots, though. Oh, no, they haven't. Okay, good. Okay, so yeah, bro, we're actually, yeah, we've got 9 shots, 4 shots, 9 to 4. 2 big chances to 1, and the XG is way in our favour. So yeah, definitely at least 1-1. Their shots have kind of come in the last kind of maybe 5-10 minutes. The Watkins and the Rodgers one. Good. Caicedo, play it. Nice. Hato. Bruh. Come on, man. I need to be in Champions League anthem next season, man. I can't be out here doing this. Whoa. I can't be doing it, bro. I genuinely can't be doing it. It's actually just dawned up on me. It's not even a joke. I'm not doing the whoa. I'm not doing it. Ball in. Ooh. João Pedro again, man. Oh, João Pedro again. 38 minutes. Matson. No, I wouldn't sell Palmer for 80 million if United came in with an offer. He's not for sale at any price. I'll tell you why, because I can't trust these people to use that money wisely, and I rate him too highly. So that's 2 reasons. So we're not doing that, especially not with these directors. Can sell the players that we don't need, that are not good enough. You can use that money. You're not getting any more money. I said 80 million. Reinvest. Reinvest into what? Here's Hato. Go on, Caicedo. I thought he might try and find João Pedro, but it probably wasn't on. Garnacho, come on. Do you know what, yeah? He's been good today. He's been good. He's been all right. He's doing all right. With what he can do, he's doing maximum damage. With what he can do, he's doing maximum damage. Man's threat level is high today. Yes, threat level is high today. Alejandro. Let's put some dangerous balls into the area. Oh my God. Reece, you've given the ball away, brother. For no reason. 4v2. Oh my days. Oh, fucking hell! Oh my days, man. Out of nothing. Unforced error. Unnecessary error from the captain. Oh my days. We've just thrown away all of the good work in the last half an hour. Oh, this guy always fucking scores against us. Oh my days, Reece. Why? Why you? Why couldn't it have been a scrub? Why did it have to be Reece? Please be offside. Can we get a hair follicle offside? Maybe even just the slightest toenail offside, referee. Check it! His toenail was offside. I can see it. There was a hair follicle offside. I can see it from here. Look at his hair follicle. Look at it. It's clearly offside. You can see the sweat beading off his forehead, dripping offside. Flag that man. Flag that man so there will be no James slander in my chat. Flag that man. That man is offside. He has got an unfair advantage. Yes! No Reece James slander around here, baby. That shit never happened. I don't want to hear no analysis on it. I don't want to hear no talk. We move. Because I know them ops ain't watching. Because they got their own games that they're playing. That won't be on the extended highlights clip on Sky Sports anyway. Let's keep it stepping. That shit never happened. That shit never happened. Don't worry, Reece. We'll do the cover-up job from here. We'll do the cover-up job from here, brother. Don't worry. We'll bury the evidence. Let me just go and get my dustpan and brush. Let me go get my mop. That evidence won't be there for long, officer. Squeaky clean as can be. You know what I'm saying? We got so lucky. Keep it a buck. We got so lucky. I didn't even know I was offside. I was just chatting shit. I was genuinely just chatting shit. I didn't know what was going to happen next. I didn't know if that shit was offside or not. You think I can see that? Nah, no chance. Far too legally blind to be giving those calls. Go on. Play on. Fuck him. Who is he, man? Play on. He man out here dilly-dallying like Morgan Rogers is your best friend. Play the game. Fuck's sake, he's not wearing a Chelsea shirt. Do you understand? You might have been reading the briefs too much. You think that we signed him or something. These players are confused. Slowing down play for Morgan Rogers, Brennan Rogers, whatever his name is. I don't give a shit. This atmosphere just got very heated. I can hear it. These men are angry. Do you know how relieved I am that we didn't just concede that second goal? Oh my days. That would have been the worst possible thing to happen before half-time. There's coming from behind and getting 2 goals. There's then asking this team to score 3. It's a lot. Asking a lot. Oh, Palmer. Oh, hello, sweetie pie. Fuck, bro, be devastating. Where is the ruthlessness gone? I need more from you. It's too nicey nice. I need this. Let's see if we can get this goal before half time. Come on. It wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be bad. 45 minutes. Corner. How much added on time? How many players have they left up? Are they still leaving 4 or 5 man from in the attack? Give me the wide screen. Yeah, they are. They're still leaving about 4 guys. Oh my days, this is crazy. These tactics. See, look at the counters. They're always sustained. Look at the fucking counters. They're always sticking like glue. You see, this is what I'm saying. Someone needs to hire me as a set-piece coach because the standards are in hell. The standards in the Premier League for set-piece coaching are in hell. Hire me. Hire me part-time. I still want to do videos. Hire me, bro. Hire me part-time. I've been screaming about this tactic for a month plus. Hire me, bro. You see, it makes your counter-attacks better. It makes your defending better. It's literally a win-win situation. It's a win-win situation. You can't lose with this tactic. Less man in the box, less confusion, less chaos, more clarity for the keepers to claim, and better counter-attacks. This is like a clean sweep. And you got Manham from Brentford wasting time doing set-piece coaching for Chelsea, whatever his name is, Brennan Kluvlar or something. Get him out, man. Get him out. Nah, man. I need to, bro, I should have tweeted this shit. I can't even say I tweeted it because I didn't even tweet this shit, man. Should have tweeted. Should have tweeted. You know when you just wish you tweeted something so then you could just retweet it? I said it on this date, this time. Can't even do that. Just been saying it on the airwaves. Crazy work. It's working though, isn't it? Like they've not looked suspect from corners. I don't know what they're usually like, but they've looked good on corners defensively, and all their counterattacks have been sticking and leading to chances. We've not really defended their counterattacks that well. Because they've got so many bodies up there, the link-up is just easy for the attackers. Here's Caicedo. Oh, João Pedro. I must say, Mings does look very... Mings looks very flat-footed. Looks very flat-footed back there. Both their centre-backs do at times. More Mings, though. Mings looks very flat-footed. Garnacho. His touch has been good today, you know. Garnacho's first touch today has been good. It's been good. Yeah, this Garnacho performance is very solid. Hato. Oh, wrong foot, man. Damn. Oh, he did everything right until he did something wrong. Oh. Yeah, it's a solid Garnacho performance. It's a very solid... Like I said, you can't expect miracles. So this is good. This is what you want. We ain't gonna get a hazard. So just as long as it's competent. This is competent. This is what I like. Competency. Don't be a net negative, which he has definitely not been a net negative today. So this is all you can ask for. Let's not get greedy now. Free kick. 8 minutes. Oh, gee, I'm going to be a wild chap. 8 minutes of added on time. Chelsea in possession. Here's Chalobah. That ball could have gone in first time, Caicedo to James. Come on, man. Guys, come on. Boy, some of these long-range passes have been good, you know. Enzo, Caicedo today, some good passing, man. Some good passing. Garnacho. Who's this? Who's this? Who's this? Are you fucking dumb? Are you fucking dumb? Come on! This is him! This is the guy! Elite level shit right here! What a finish! What a strike! Left foot! Clip over the keeper! Hold that! Come on! Yes! Come on! What a finish! My fucking guy! Come on! Come on! This is what I'm talking about! This is what I'm talking about! What a finish! What do you mean he was offside? What? You're fucking with me. You're fucking with me. You're fucking with me. What? No, don't do this. Don't do this, man. Bro, please, man, don't do this, bro. Bro, please. Don't do this. Yo, you man are fucking with me, man. Please. Please, I celebrated too much for that one. You can't do this to me, man. Don't do this, man. Enzo assist. Yeah, come on. I'm not going to lie. I was a bit worried. I'm not going to lie. I was a bit concerned. I thought I was fucked. I can't lie. I thought I was in serious trouble. Got way too giddy. That finish, though, bro, I don't even want to say who it reminds me of, because if I say it, I'm going to say it anyway. I'm going to say it anyway. Do you know what this finish, you know what this finish reminds me of? Nicholas Anelka. Nicholas Anelka. That is a Nicholas Anelka finish. That's what that finish is. You see them little clips over the goalkeeper. You see them little dinks where there's no angle. You just got to lob it over the goalkeeper and sit his ass down. That's the type of cold, calculated, criminal finishing, in a good way, that I'm talking about. It's criminal to do that to the keeper. It's nasty work. This is what I'm talking about. It's very cheeky. Oh, it's beautiful, man. So happy. Oh, what a finish. What form. This guy is in form. Oh, he's in form. He's in form. He is in form. bro, managers, when they can get the best out of just one of these, like Pochettino has Palmer, Maresca's got, I don't know, who's he got? Caicedo, because he got Player of the Year. I don't know. And then you got like Liam Rossini's got João Pedro. Like every manager just kind of has their guy in it that they can just maximize. It's just mad. The transformation since he's come in made him feel like a striker, and he's striking. One day, hopefully, somebody will get the best out of everybody. That's good. But at the moment, them two are best friends. Them two are best friends right now. João Pedro and Liam Rossini are best friends. I need someone to be Cole Palmer's best friend. And I'm not talking about tossing. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Half-time. Is it half-time? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I said after we conceded, even though it was dark, I said we can still win this game. We can still win. It might sound crazy, but we can still win this game. But we're going to need to be on point. And to be fair, outside of the transitions and the counters from the corners, because they're problem. Their problem. Outside of that, we've really got ourselves back into this game. There's been some serious passes from Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez today. Enzo Fernandez with an assist. Enzo Fernandez with the pre-assist for the Gusto cutback. Caicedo with the chance for Palmer. And a couple of other passes out to the Garnacho as well, finding him really well on the switches. It's been some very good passing today from some of our central midfielders after that first 15 minutes. I'm going to rule out that first 15 minutes at the start, whatever the hell that was, maybe first 10 minutes actually. 10, 12, 13, 15. After that, very, very good. We're starting to see the quality that we've got in the midfield. But it's only half-time, so I'm not going to get too ahead of myself because this team has shown me more than enough times that there's no point getting too giddy because they got something for us. So we're just going to have to just analyse and then move on to what we want going forward in the second half, and hopefully we actually do win this game. Let's go through the chat. Oh, João Pedro or R9. I'm not going to do that again, that's for sure. You got all this energy, but nothing for Arsenal. What are you talking about? Listen, it's not me, bro. I went to war. I literally have the gear. I broke into man's yard. What more do you want? I broke into man's yard twice. Twice. No one can tell me that I didn't do my part as a fan. I went full flesh, bro. I went fully at it. These men they got something wrong with them. If we lose, then I'm Rosinha, then out Rosinha and in Ma. Oh, funny. Garnacho goated today. No, we don't use the word goat with this. This is what we call competency. This is a competent Garnacho performance. A very, and I mean that in a good thing, very competent. It's nothing crazy. Nothing wild, nothing rash, nothing outlandish, just very competent. Every time he receives the ball, good first touch. Every time he receives the ball, nice little jockey with the fullback. He's not going past the fullback. He's not beating his man, but he's jockeying, taking him to a certain place, and then nice cutbacks or crosses. So it's a very competent / decent, maybe, just maybe, he's getting close to good. It's a very, very solid performance. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. So put whatever word you want to put next to a 7 out of 10. But it's a very 7 out of 10 performance. It's very, very good. He is just paving his way, or yeah, you need to rewrite that because that don't make no sense. But I think you're talking about Penders. But I have no idea. If I see Tosin turning off TV, yeah, it's just... Can we just not do silly stuff today? That would be lovely. If we don't bring on someone that is just asking for goals against. João Pedro for Chelsea Player of the Season, my striker, best striker in the league. No more crap from you regarding Ekitike. Guys, I grew up on Drogba and Anelka. I grew up on, you know... I didn't grow up on it, but I saw it enough. You know, you got even I mean, I can go to Tevez Aguero, I can go to Van Persie Rooney, I can go to Sturridge and Suarez, I can go to Hasselbank and Gudjonsson, I can go to... guys, you don't have to have only one striker that you actually rate at your football club. I don't know if this is like scarcity. I don't know if it's inflation and the marketplace and, you know, a cost of living and people think that we have to ration strikers now. You don't have to ration. There is a world... And I promise you this, and I'm gonna say this very slowly. There is a world where you can have two strikers that you like. Imagine if they got Ekitike and they didn't sign Delap. Imagine they had two strikers that could play football. Two strikers that can actually dribble and control the ball. Imagine a two-striker system. Imagine. You guys are modern day, so you don't think that a two-striker system exists, but it can exist. It can happen. It can happen, I promise you. It's not done. It's not done for us just yet in this world we call football. We can get it back. So... yes, like I said, still rate him and still would have liked him because you can have him and Zhao and it would have been beautiful. Just like you've seen this season, you know, because they're two-way players. You need strikers that are two-way strikers. If you're going to have someone with João Pedro, someone that's a two-way striker can play with him. Can run in behind, can come short. João Pedro is showing that he can run in behind and he can come short. So then you can play them together and then it doesn't matter who comes short because the other one will go in behind. Doesn't matter if the other one comes short, the other one goes in behind. And you just have this really lovely relationship. Go back and watch Tevez and Aguero play together. Go back and watch Drogba and Anelka play together. Anelka could come short. Anelka could come short. Sometimes he operated off the right. If you're a good dribbler, if you're good at controlling the football, you can drift out wide and then you can have your... So it just gives you so many more options, guys. Gives you so many more options. It's so much fun, honestly. It's so much fun. Super chats. Let's go back to super chats. But yeah, it's one of those ones. Thoughts on Jorgensen? I mean, there's not really many thoughts. He's made saves. He's made the saves that he has to make. There's no save that he didn't make that he should have made. I think the goal is terrible centre-backs. Terrible defending from us in terms of the centre-backs again, or in terms of Hato versus Bailey. Could he do better there? You know, the ball just trickles into the box and nobody takes responsibility. Nobody gets the ball clear. By the time it actually does come off Douglas Luiz's foot, it's far too close for me to be saying that it's the goalkeeper's fault. It's pretty close proximity. So in terms of the other saves, he's made them. You know, Watkins, Rogers, you know, they've been pretty much straight at him or they've been high and central. So he's had to make the saves and he saved them. But that doesn't really mean anything because we need to have a first choice goalkeeper, right? This whole... I don't know who my first choice goalkeeper is. I like to have back and forth. No, please. Miss me with all that nonsense. It's never existed. It's never going to happen. That is never, ever worked at the top level. There's never been a time where two goalkeepers have rotated in a team and they've gone on to be a serious team. It doesn't exist. It's a Fugazi, it's a Fugazi, it's a Woozy, it's a Wazi, okay? The only time you got two goalkeepers rotating is because your first choice goalkeeper is not good enough. And then it's copium. You don't rotate a world-class goalkeeper because you don't have two world-class goalkeepers because they wouldn't want to be on the bench because they'd be too good for that. It's copium. Don't listen to the manager. The manager on that one there is smoking. Okay, he's smoking something. Let me have a word with him. Let me have a chat with him, and I'll get him off the stuff that he's on. That one there, he's taken something, and I'll get rid of it. Don't worry about that. We'll get him back on good water. Yeah, he's drinking. City boy. Go to 24-year-old Zhao, who's in relationship with what the I don't give a shit. I've got. Why are you telling me who my players are in relationships with? This is not TMZ. This is not TMZ. What are we doing? Why are you? What kind of nonsense is this? Goodness me. as long as they are legally consenting adults, if they're not, the police will get involved. Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me? God damn. The passing today has been refreshing so far. It's improved. It's improved. As the game's gone on, it's got better and better. Who do you think will get a red card for Chelsea? See, this is what we need to be careful of. And I'm so glad you told me. One sec, I want to get back to it. Samba FC, João El Monstro. Love from Brazil. Big up to you, brother. Let's be very aware. Let's be very aware. At any time, this team could get a red card and fuck this whole game up. Just remember that. So let's all be cautious. Let's all be calm. Let's all be very collected. At any moment, anyone could get sent off. That's something that will always keep us humble, will always keep us reserved and mature in our rational way of thinking. This is what we needed. Somebody to say reality. That is reality. That is reality. We need to remember that. Is there anybody on a booking that we need to take off this pitch? Actually, there isn't. Nobody's on a yellow card. So unless somebody's going to get a straight red, which is, they're more than capable, guys. More than capable of getting a straight red. Let's not rule it out. At the moment, there's nobody that is standing out as a liability that needs to come off. Let me bring up the graphics for substitutions. What are we doing? Bench. The bench. Like I said, I'd like to think that the team on the screen is going to win the game. I don't look at the bench in an attacking sense and think that it's going to improve, upgrade, or take us to another level. So the team that is out on that pitch now needs to be the team that wins this game. And when I say win this game, I mean lead. So right now we are leading and they are winning. If you're going to bring people on and off, it's for rejuvenation, extra energy on the counter press, tracking back. If people start to look leggy, look tired, but we're not at that point. You know, we're not at that point. So we're not bringing on Delat, we're not bringing on Guy until 75, 80 minutes earliest. I know Cole Palmer needs to improve, but we can't really be taking him off because we don't have any other options, and we need him to step up, to be honest. He just needs to improve in the second half. I really like the midfield dynamic, so I wouldn't change that. I think Caicedo's playing really well, created a lot of opportunities. Enzo as well, creating chances. James is in there. So he's had that one error, which almost led to something, but it didn't happen because it didn't lead to anything. So what are we even talking about? And yeah, at the moment, I'm not making any changes. The only thing I would look at, Gusto, potentially Reece going back to right back, and in comes potentially Lavia or Santos, depending on fitness, depending on how many minutes Lavia can play, because I'm not trying to risk him, because I think Gusto could be potentially susceptible to some nonsense. But we have to keep an eye on him, because he did get an assist. And he's been a good out ball. Him and Garnacho have been very good out balls today. They're almost like wing backs, very touchline heavy. Good out balls on the switches. They're always available. They're always free. We've got an assist from right side. We've had some good cutbacks, some good chance created, you know, from the left. So I'm not hooking anyone, but keep an eye on him, because you never know. He might just do something mad. But if anyone's coming on, it's we're not touching the centre backs at the moment. I think Badiashile doesn't bring anything confidence wise to me. Sarri is very young, and you know, I'd like to think Fofana and Chalobah are ahead of him in the pecking order because of they've accumulated enough games in this league to just be more competent with all of the things that Villa could throw at us that maybe Sarr wouldn't be aware of. And Tosin is a non-entity over there. He is not coming on for the life of me. I don't care if we need a centre back and we ain't got none. I'd rather roll on with nothing. I'd put João Pedro play centre back now. No, I'm not playing this game with you lot. I'll be real. We're not doing this. And you know, we're not far from PSG. Next week, this time next week, no, Tuesday, Wednesday, when we playing? We're not far from PSG. That's going to be fun, guys. Is it a Tuesday or a Wednesday? 11th. It's a Wednesday. So it's literally next Wednesday, PSG at the Parc des Princes watch along. We will be here. We will be there. Podcast, little plug, little branching out podcasts coming out on Friday. There's a clue as to who the guest is, but I'm not going to tell you anymore. The clue is on screen, and that's what I'm going to say. If you can work it out, then congratulations. If you can't, then unlucky. You're just going to have to wait until it drops, you know what I'm saying? But it will be a good one. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. But yeah, I wouldn't make any changes. So let's crack on, second half, and hopefully we will see a win. We need a win. We need a win. We need a win badly. All right, cool. Half-time results, or scorelines, rather. West Ham, who we actually need West Ham to win. I'll be real, we need West Ham to win. But they are currently 0-0 with Fulham at Craven Cottage. Brighton are 0-0 with... Sorry, Brighton are 1-0 down to Arsenal, and Man City are 1-0 up against Forest. So that's the state of play. We are about to kick off second half, and Man United are 0-0 with Newcastle. So it's all kicking off. It's all kicking off now. We need to be careful about the counter-attacks, guys. If you want any critiques, first off, every time we have a corner, they're leaving 4 or 5 bodies up, and we're not dealing with those transitions very well. What is the solution? I don't know, because this is why it's such a good tactic, because you don't really want to not put anyone in the box for a corner. I think to counter this, I would probably go play it short. Play it short, then whatever they've left up there is suddenly irrelevant because you're attacking and they're going to have to get back. Everybody that's standing up there, dilly-dallying around, waiting for a counter and a transition because they think that they were going to kick it in and Martinez is going to claim it. Play it short. Play it short, but play it short and quickly. Play it short and get going into that box as soon as possible whilst there's a lack of numbers in there, because you might numerically be in a great position to actually score. And then obviously they will flood back and then, you know, we go from there. So I've got a counter to my own tactic. This is what you need. You need counters to your own tactic, because otherwise, when it's done to you, you don't know what to do. But yeah, let's see if we exercise that. Because at the moment, when the ball goes in, we're not really looking like we're going to win the header. So may as well go short. Need that third goal, guys. Because, you know, 2-1 ain't going to do it for our heart rate. I don't know who got substituted for Villa. Heard about a yellow card. If we win this game, I can't wait to do the review. It's going to be a fucking good day. It's going to be a good day. Right, kick off now. Don't let me down. Don't let the people down. Yeah? Let's do this. Big second 45 minutes. Like I said, we need to win this game. That's a jinx. Oh. I ain't jinxing shit. $19 points. They're saying we dropped 19 points. Semenyo scored again, but Big Steve was telling us he's not good enough for Manchester City. Anyway, Enzo, what a ball. Garnacho, please, just take it first time. Just take it first time. A little half volley. Something special. Now, look, you've tripped over yourself. Now, look like a fool. Look like a fool now. Brother, first time. First time. Large. First time, the ball was perfect. Just left foot, have a go. First time. See what happens. Sometimes you get lucky. All this take a touch, find the optimal position, angle to take the shot, bruv. All this scientific. This is not how you scored the goal against Everton at the Goodison. That was not optimal. That was not very scientific. But you scored. Free kick to defend. Gusto being dumb again, they're saying. Oh, bro. Like I said, he's either hot or he's cold. Sometimes in the same game. I don't like this angle from Rodgers. I don't like the way he's standing with his instep and all of this placey on. Yeah, I don't like this at all. This doesn't look very good. This looks very dangerous. Especially because Jorgensen's in goal, so I've got to apply a bit of tax. He had the right technique. He had the right technique. I knew he was going to try and hit it like that. And that's exactly how he hit it. He had the right idea. He had the right idea. Apparently, Man City have conceded. Gibbs White. Damn. João Pedro. Unlucky. Wait. Oh, it's the third choice keeper kit. Here's Douglas Luiz. Donnarumma. Onana. Luiz. Sorry, not Donnarumma. Why did I say Donnarumma? I have no idea. I think Martinez, for some reason, his stature had my brain cells just discombobulating. I don't know why I said Donnarumma. Here's Mings. Matson. Onana. Yeah, Villa are definitely getting out of this press. It's poor from him. Right. James. Gusto. João Pedro. We're eating at the Shard again, chat. Garnacho. Put it on a plate. You took too long. You've got to be decisive, man. You've got to get that ball into the box, Garnacho. Get the ball into João Pedro, man. The hat-trick is there. Unless João Pedro is off, then I'll take it back. But he's not. Look. Maybe it's not on. Maybe it's not on. Maybe. But Even if you try and maybe get a corner. Gusto. Jorgensen. Gusto. Guys, don't be pissing about back here, please. Caicedo. Oh, I think there might have been a run from João Pedro ahead of him. He just didn't time it. But João Pedro is good. He's really looking for that running behind whenever Enzo and Caicedo are on the ball a bit in midfield. It's good link up again from João Pedro. Now we want the free kick. Ref, the fuck are you doing? This ain't play advantage, bruv. Give the free kick. Stop playing around. You don't see our strikers down. You're asking us to play advantage with 10 men. You don't hand over that free kick. Studs on my guy's foot right there. He's playing with me. But yeah, João Pedro has been fantastic again. 2 goals and link-up play and everything, man. But this is why, yeah, this is why I just can't fathom him coming off and the downgrade coming on, like, from the strikers on the bench. Like, even Napoli, when man were like, oh, maybe we should take him off, bring on Delap. I'm like, bro, do you understand the level of drop-off in our general play when João Pedro is not up front? And it's Delap up there. Boy, Lord. It's like, it's just dark. It's actually dark. We can't be out here doing that. It's the drop-off is astronomical, bro. Exactly. It's astronomical. $53 minutes. All right, we've got a booking now. Saddle up. City 2-1 up. Rodri. 54 minutes gone. 2-1 Chelsea. Oh, no. Caicedo. In behind now. João. Play it. Oh, no, don't forget it. Out to Palmer. James. Ball in. Palmer. Yes! It's Cole Palmer, ladies and gentlemen, for the 3rd goal. Surely, 3 points. Coming home now. He's not being very lively today. He's not being very loud. I'm not going to lie, but we don't care. Because we got ourselves the 3rd goal. It's a good finish as well. And 3-1, this is exactly what you want to see in the second half. Exactly what you want to see in the second half, man. Good interception. João Pedro just took his time, work it out wide. And then Palmer and James. And yeah, Martinez just punches it and it luckily just falls to Palmer. But it's not an easy finish. Still got to get over the top of it, as they're saying on commentary, knock it into the ground. And then, yeah, it just goes through everybody, man. Just goes through everybody. Come on. Yes! Come on. Oh, West Ham have scored. Oh, come on. Hey, listen. West Ham 1-0 up. Somerville at Craven Cottage as well. This has been a very good couple of minutes. We need West Ham to win some football games, man. This Tottenham relegation will hit like crack, I promise you. Even if you're not from London and you're not sure how much it will hit, I promise you. You don't understand the level of dopamine. We need that. And I think we deserve it. And João Pedro, listen, he could have gone left. But he said, let me just slow this down, man, because there's some high IQ Reece Jameses on the other side. And he said, I'm going to find you, and we're going to have some fun over there. Let's do it. We need, some of you did say 3-1. Yeah, I know. I heard you. I remember you typing it in the chat earlier. Now we're 3-1 up. Hey, book him! Book him! Book him! Because he's booted the ball away as well. Yeah, it's mad. It's mad. Absolutely mad. Gusto, yeah, Gusto's having the time of his life out there. My goodness. Goodness me. I'm all right with Gusto there. He hung in there, competed physically. I'm not expecting him to win the physical battle all the time with Morgan Rogers at all, you know. But if you can't win, cheat. Oh, I'm joking. But, nah, you know, you got to create a little bit of chaos, play on the frustration. That's what he did, and we keep it moving. Enzo's been booked, hasn't he? Enzo's been booked. Hey, Hatter, that's a poor pass. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. Watkins. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. We were so close to conceding. And now we're on the counter-attack. Cole Palmer, and it's 4v4. If he could play it to Gusto and João Pedro. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I knew as soon as that ball was played to you, I said that ball across the box is not on. It's not on, bro. You need to Branislav Ivanovic this ball into the back of the net. You need to take responsibility. It's not everyday assist. It's not everyday assist. That ball was never on. I don't even think João Pedro was even onside. You need to let that ball roll across you and lever that ball. Foot through the back of the ball, 4-1. Really finish this game. You had to shoot. That was never on. Never on. You got to be aware of your surroundings. You're through for a goal-scoring opportunity, not a creation thing, bruv. Not a creation thing. Aye. What a chance for him to shoot there, man. Oh, man. He should have shot, man. It was never on. Goalkeeper was always going to come in between you. Oh, dear me. If Reece James is in that position, Reece James is just saying, yeah, this is it, bruv. We're going for 4. It's time to finish this off. Ball, because 3-1 is not done, and we all know that. It's not done. 1 goal for Villa, and the whole end. I don't know if they're kicking towards the whole end, but you know, it's all hell breaks loose at 3-2. We need to get that 4th when it presents itself. It's not done. 4-1 is truly done, but it ain't done at 3-1. Matson, good defending. Oh, so he got booked for clapping the ref. Well, then that means he'd be in some trouble because, remember, we're meant to be punishing for dissent. And Enzo picks up a lot of his bookings with dissent, to be honest. A lot of the time it's dissent. So his ass might be in trouble. And that means we might have to look at a sub as well because we can't really afford to have them playing with yellow cards. Maybe Santos or Lavia is going to be looking. I think if you're looking at everybody staying in the same positions, you're looking at potentially Santos coming on and playing as a box-to-box midfielder. Because I think Caicedo, Lavia and James in midfield is too defensive. Ball's going to come in. Short. Matson, ball in. Claimed. Caught. Jorgensen, do you want to counter? Do you want to counter? I love the fact that you want to counter. I want to counter. You want to counter. We all want to counter. Let's go. João Pedro, where are you? Free kick? No? Get up. Get up. Get up. Good. Nice. Good play. There we go. Brilliant. Brilliant play, Cole Palmer. You know, this is nearly the perfect day. You know, all we need is Brighton to score. And all these score lines exactly how they are. Everything is looking good. Maybe Newcastle as well, to be fair. And then everything's looking good today. We're not far from the perfect day, chat. We're not far at all. Here's Morgan Rogers. Slip. Nice. Nice. I need this fourth, honestly. I need this fourth. Yeah, we could do with a Newcastle win. But to be honest, like I said, I think Man United are going to get that position. I think they're going to get... I think there's no way Man United are not finishing in the top 5. There's just no... There's no way. There's no way. It's Villa who were beaten, and you want to take it a step further, Liverpool, that you're really competing with, because Liverpool are challenging on all fronts. But Man United are not. We're not. I don't think we're even going to catch Man United. Like, Man United will finish above us, in my opinion. Man United will finish above us. So I'm not really... As much as, yeah, they could get pulled back a bit, that's cool. But over the long term, I don't see it. I don't see it. Them 40 game brothers. Newcastle red card. Oh, Jesus. That's not good. Sancho's come on for Aston Villa. Giving the ball away, Rodgers again. Garnacho. Chalobah. Good pass, Caicedo. Good switch. Very happy with Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo today. Gusto, Palmer. Yep, Garnacho. That's a 2v1. That's a fucking hat-trick. That's a fucking hat-trick. That's what it is. It's a hat-trick for João Pedro. It's 4-1. 4-1. Hat-trick for João Pedro. Unbelievable. 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 That is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? João Pedro! Are you stupid? What? Yo, listen. This is sensational. This is sensational. Sensational. 2v1. Oh, tap in. Garnacho, very, very competent. Becomes a good performance for Garnacho on that left wing, I'll be honest. He's done more things right and very few wrong. He had a little couple of moments, maybe started the second half, where he could have made better decisions. But overall in the game, he's been very, very much a positive. And that assist there kind of caps it off for him in terms of competency. Good assist, good decision-making, good run. Obviously, at this point, Aston Villa are wide open because they're trying to chase the goal, but that's not our problem. That's their problem. 4-1. Absolutely dream day this is becoming in terms of this win. This is as good as you could ask for. When we're kicking off, you're thinking, bruh, when you're kicking off this game, you know anything can happen. This is looking very, very good. And this capitulation from Aston Villa is exactly what we need. Make no mistake, if you can count on one team in this race to be giving us a position to get back into, it's Aston Villa. Aston Villa are the ones that we need to continue to capitulate. They're the ones. Apparently Newcastle got a pen. I'll let you know if the goal goes in. The goal did go in. Anthony Gordon has scored for Newcastle. 10 men Newcastle take the lead against Manchester United just before half-time. 1-0. Penalty. But, yeah, like I said, Aston Villa are the ones. They're the weak links. They're the weak links for me. Great tackle from Chalobah. We need to be making a note of that. That was a big challenge on Watkins there. But yeah. Asking Newcastle to see that out with 10 men is probably a tall order, but if they take anything, then we'll take it. Brighton, you need to wake up. Here's João Pedro. Yeah, João Pedro is in his flow state. He is living his life. He is living his life out there right now. This is a top all-round centre-forward performance from João Pedro. Here's Fofana. Tenth goal in 12, is it? What is the recent record, bro? Hat-trick, man. And like I said, the target is 15 goals in the Premier League, and he's now going to be on 14 goals, if I'm right. It says 11 right now, which I'm assuming means it's not updated, so that means it could be 14 goals. So this is a nice stat padding session. It's a very nice stat padding session. City have conceded. Garnacho. Oh, he's offside. It's offside. Yeah. Anderson has scored for Forest 2-2. 2-2. James. Man United have equalised. Casemiro. Yeah, like I said, asking Newcastle to hold that with 10 men is a tall order. They didn't even hold on for longer. They didn't hold on for long, you know. But there is potentially... No, there's not. No, there's not. There's no good news. 20 minutes to go. Garnacho. This is... My Chelsea fans, I highly recommend you enjoy this last 20 minutes. The other scores will be the scores. I'll read them all at full time, but you very rarely get 20 minutes of football you can enjoy without stress and pressure. So I suggest you fucking lap it up right now. Keep your eyes glued to the screen. Palmer, João Pedro, he's going for the overhead kick. Oh, he's going for the overhead kick. What a goal that would have been. That would have been a madness. Man wanted to get his 4th goal. Leave him out there, man, because he's resting against Wrexham anyway. So you can play Delap and Gue and all these men against Wrexham. I want to see João Pedro's stat pad, man. I want to see him get a 4th goal. He could get his 15th goal of the season right now. Tammy Abraham's just come on for Aston Villa as well. "71 minutes. Here's Sancho. Palmer. João Pedro again. Palmer. Shit pass. Shit pass, man. Yeah, this game's done. We're coasting. West Ham are still winning at Fulham. Tottenham would be just 1 point above the relegation zone going into the game against Crystal Palace tomorrow. 1 point. Because Forest also have a point. So 28 points for West Ham, 28 points for Forest, 29 points for Tottenham. They lose against Palace and it really is getting dark because they go to Anfield after that. And then they play Forest. Substitution. João Pedro is coming off, I think. Bro, this fucking second finish is so good, man. Second finish from João Pedro is just so good. Obviously, the first two are tap-ins. It's more first one being right place at the right time, so I'm impressed. Second one's piece of piss. Sorry, the third one's a piece of piss for him. But the second goal, the finish is absolutely immaculate. Absolutely immaculate. Left foot, meant to be his weaker foot, dinks the keeper, right in the corner. That is elite level centre-forward play. Very Nicolas Anelka. I feel like Nicolas Anelka may have done exactly that goal. Was it at Villa Park or was it somewhere else? I can't remember. Or was it Sunderland? I think it may have been Sunderland away at the Stadium of Light. Maybe. But it was on his right foot, so it would have been on the opposite side of the box in a 1-0 win. Maybe. I feel like it's very reminiscent. Similar type finish. End of the season type goal as well. I think he may have even got the golden boot that season. It's given me that game that season. He got 19 goals, golden boot, I think. Who's coming on? Is Unk's about to come on? Lavia. No, Tosin's sitting down. No, he's coming on. Tosin's coming on. Tosin's coming on. Lavia's coming on. Big win, man. Big win. Ball around the corner, Matson. Matson on the left. Shit cross. I can't wait to review this, man. I feel like a fucking kid at Christmas, bruv. I'll tell you this. Where I'm going to be dissecting this beautiful game right now. Oh, scrumdiddlyumptious, bruv. Don't concede any more goals. Keep the scoreline emphatic so it looks as good as it was. I'm not even going to let City stress me out. Wherever they do, they do. That's none of my business today. I'm not even in... Oh, it's only 5 minutes left. It's only 5 minutes left, chat. Yeah, you might have to stress. I'm going to pretend like nothing's going on, I'll be honest. I'm going to genuinely pretend like nothing's going As long as Arsenal don't win the Champions League, I don't care if they win the Prem, to be honest. We still have more than them, says Zach. Zach, do you live in London by any chance, Zach? Just respond, normal chat. You don't have to super chat. Do you live in London, Zach? Because I feel like you don't. I feel like, Zach, you don't live in London. For some reason, it's given the vibes that you may not be living in the London jurisdiction. And if you don't, I get it. But if you do, I don't. I don't get it. 76 minutes gone. It's not much. I think you can see Villa have had the stuff kicked out of them now. They're just very lackadaisical play. Yeah, they're done. They're done. Probably should have played it out wide. You live in New York. Yeah, I knew it. Zach, I knew it. I knew it, Zach. You live in New York. You're very far away from potentially pandemonium and parades and all sorts. You're not gonna see it. You're not gonna see it. You get to go Central Park in the summer, feed the ducklings, and it's just gonna be a lovely summer for Zach. Zach's not even gonna clock what's going on. It's gonna be carnage over here. Man, them's gonna be just getting his picture taken and paintings in Central Park and ice cream and all. He's just going to be living his best life. Man's just going to be chilling. Might do some pottery and some finger painting and all sorts. Yeah, Zach's living his best life. Don't get any encouragement, Londoners. You're not Zach. You're not going to live the same life Zach is living. So don't get carried away. I'm telling you. Don't get carried away. 12 minutes left. Great defending from Chalobah. It's not the first time today as well. Made a massive challenge on Watkins earlier. Then that clearance there was fantastic. Now the substitution's coming on for Tossin and Cucurella. I thought he'd already come on. Don't know what's taking so long. Fofana coming off now. He's had something in his eye for the last 60 minutes. So that brother going through it. On comes Kamikaze. Enzo's coming off. 10 minutes to go. It looks like Man City are going to do bad things. "79 minutes. Ball in. Cleared. I try my best. Oh my God. Woo! Almost conceded. I gotta practice doing the celebration for my thumbnail. How the hell do I do this shit? How do I do this, bruv? Hold on. Yeah. Oh, dear me. What a guy. Yeah. 10 minutes to go. I don't know how he keeps his finger like. I can do it once I force my fingers and then but how he just puts his finger like, I don't ever see him running and doing this, putting his finger like that. Like he just naturally just stick his finger like this. Here's Cucurella. Can it be 5? Put it across. Garnacho for 5. Oh, Garnacho! You had the chance to round off the performance. Competency to very, very good. You had the chance to go from good to very, very good. Not even good to very good. Good to very, very good. And you're staying at good. This is what I'm talking about. Why are you blocking your blessings? This is a tap-in. Why are you blocking your blessings? Ay, ay, ay. Why are you blocking your blessings? Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Cucurella was offside anyway. Maybe he was. Okay, fair. If he was, then he was. Come on, guys. I think man's... Oh, my days, Jorgensen, you're crazy. Jorgensen, what is wrong with you? Huh? Is there something wrong? Is there something wrong, Jorgensen? Have you not had enough attention today, Jorgensen? You want to have a main character moment? Huh? We haven't said your name enough, so you want to bring attention to yourself by doing some foolishness? Fuck, you know. Unnecessary nonsense. 7 minutes plus in the City game. It doesn't look like Arsenal have had much to worry about tonight. Not that I've been watching, but I've not heard anything. Sub mode, why? Because you should be subbed. I'll be honest, you should be subbed if you're going to be in this chat because we've got enough subs. We've got enough subs to only have subs in the chat. So why would we have no subs in the chat? If you're not subbed, why would you be in my chat? It doesn't make any sense. Yapping. Doesn't make no sense. Doesn't make any sense. Sancho. Oh. Right, substitution, 6 minutes left. 6 minutes left. João Pedro coming off. I don't know why it feels like some of these brothers already came off, but they didn't, and now they're coming off now, and I'm just confused. Tosin came on like 5 minutes after I thought he was coming on, because I saw him getting changed and everything, and I thought he was just going to come on, and he didn't. João Pedro, I thought was going to come off a while ago. He didn't, and he's coming off now for Delap. So it feels like all these changes are like delayed. But Liam Rossini is very, very happy. Very, very happy with João Pedro. Damn near pushed him. And on comes Delap and Santos. And now that we have won the game with the starters, this is no problem. We can have the Tossins, preferably would have been Saul, but we can have these guys coming off the bench now because the game's done. And this is the key. You've got to do the job with the guys that start because they're the only ones that are going to win us the game. Sancho. James. Sancho again. Konza. Ball in. Possible pen, people are saying. People are saying that City have a pen, but I don't know if it's just rumours or if it's real or what. No penalty. People are deliberating whether it's a pen or it's not a pen. I have no idea what's going on. I'm not watching. I have to catch the highlights. Not given. 5 minutes left. Four minutes left. Four minutes left, plus injury time. Sancho, Mings. Matson. Jorgensen claims. Take your time, man. There's no rush now. There's a lot going on in the chat. Man City not doing a madness. Listen, West Ham are winning. So this is very, very good news. West Ham are still winning, you know. Got to take the positives. Like I said in my match reaction, you know, you want to stop Arsenal. You had the opportunity to do it yourselves. And I'm talking about us. And we didn't do shit. We didn't take any points. So I'm not really feeling sorry for our situation. The very same week or a couple of days later, it's gonna take a few weeks before I lock back in to what's going on, because we fucked up. we fucked up. We had a real opportunity to do something. We did not do anything in the end. So right now, I'm just gonna look at what we're doing and we'll see. Our midfield has been top tier today, man. Serious performance from the midfielders. Really, really, really good. West Ham lock in the 1-0 win. Good. Perfect for the relegation battle. I need West Ham to pick up results. Same with Forest as well. Which is the, again, if you're looking for a very, very small positive on the Forest thing, is at least Forest are putting Tottenham in more precarious position, because it means that Forest got a point closer to Tottenham closer to the relegation zone. So that's a little positive if you want a positive. It's not much. Abraham's hit the bar. But preferably, fuck Forest today. But it is what it is. Full time at Brighton 0, Arsenal 1. Fulham 0, West Ham 1, full time. Still 1-1 between Newcastle and Manchester United. Man City's game's not done yet, but it's still 2-2. Big up Kenya. Yes. Big up Kenya, man. I've been Kenya. Lovely country. Lovely country. I've been Kenya. It was a long time ago. Well, it was the first country in Africa I ever visited. So it was a lovely, 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 lovely experience. Did the safari there as well. I'll let you know when the game is over at City. I might even put it on just so I can actually just say it. I don't know what's taking so long. I expected that game to be done by now. Full time at the Etihad. Manchester City 2. Nottingham Forest 2. Game is done. They couldn't scramble the ball over the line. It was actually cleared off the line by Morello. In the last dying seconds, he cleared it off the line. If he wasn't there, it's 3-2 to Man City. Quite literally 3-2 to Man City if he doesn't clear that off the line. So 2-2. Fight for survival continues for Nottingham Forest. West Ham as well. Tottenham are... Boy, they might be in some deep shit if they don't win against Palace, you know. Even a draw means West Ham's caught up. Turkish has started absolutely dismantling the group chat with capital letters. Toby is adamant that he's getting relegated as well. He's adamant that he's getting relegated. I said to him, don't worry. There's still plenty of time to save yourself. Here's Lavio. Toby has replied to me saying, I will smash your glasses into your face. Okay then. That's not very nice, is it? Slightly rude. Slightly rude. That's the type of attitude that get you relegated, threatening people. See who he's threatening at the Den when he goes to Millwall next season. Do you know what I'm saying? Old Kent Road. See how many faces he's smashing then. But 2.5 minutes left. It's been a brilliant performance. One of the best maybe of the season in the league. And the stadium is emptying out quickly. Like bare blue seats everywhere at Villa Park. And this last 20 minutes has just been a coasting session, which is lovely to see for once. We can just coast and just chill and relax. Don't even have to worry. Just get to just enjoy. João Pedro masterclass, hat-trick. Very good performance from Garnacho. Cole Palmer gets a goal. Reece James, Caicedo, Enzo, fantastic again in midfield. Chalobah very good today. Hato good today. Gusto, he's been a fun watch. He's been a fun watch. He gets an assist. Serviceable in the end. I'm not going to let any other results distract me from this win. I'll be very real. I'm going to enjoy this win. Whatever happens around us will... Go on. Garnacho. Play it. Delap. Oh, it's too heavy, Garnacho. It's too heavy, man. Fuck's sake. Too heavy. Poor. We should have won this game 5-1. If you take Garnacho's chance along with that situation as well, where we're definitely getting a 1v1 if he weights it properly, we should have won this game 5-1. we actually shortchanged ourselves in the end, which is mad. I didn't think I'd be coming away from this game 4-1 win against Aston Villa saying we could have won by more. What a day. What a day. Full time? Lovely. Full time. Aston Villa 1, Chelsea 4. Very happy. There's obviously been some other things that have happened around us today that are out of our control, but listen, that's what happens when you don't do your own job in the previous weekend. So I'm not gonna babble on about that. That is literally what happens. So you just have to move on, guys, and enjoy the performance. It's been a great win. It's been a perfect performance, perfect day in terms of ourselves, and that's all we're going to be talking about. So I didn't watch nobody else's game. I don't know what else anybody did, and frankly, at this current moment, I don't really care because I got João Pedro propaganda to do. So bear with me, I will be doing that. Smash up all the icons, and yeah, I can't wait to do this review. Pedro 3 goals from 20 in all comps, and he is now closing in on the 15 goal mark that I had for him, and we are closing in on a very, very, very good first season for João Pedro. May even be a great one if he can go past the 15 and start getting closer to 20. So not many games to do it, but listen, if you can stat pad like that, then you never know. And yeah, Player of the Year shouts get a lot stronger for him after performances like that today. So I'm buzzing. But yeah, I'm going to send you lot to Saeed. He's still doing his watch along Newcastle away. And I'll see you guys for match reaction in a bit, people. Peace. Come on.